What it is, what's up, what it do? What it do, young pimpin', who are you? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be based on Boxy Charm. I have a subscription to Boxy Charm, so every month I get a new box from them with it's like 5 to 6 full-size items. So I created this look here using my Boxy Charm box and of course other items as well. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, stay tuned. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to your girl. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is take my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. I'm going to place that all over my eyes and then rub it in. And also I'm going to set it with Laura Mercier translucent powder. And this is just to give me a clean slate before I get started off with my eyeshadow. So using the Boxy Charm box that I got this month, I'm going to be using my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea palette. And I'm also going to be using the crease brush. So the first shade I'm going to use is Marina, and I'm putting that all over my crease. Then the second shade that I'm going to use for the transition color is the shade Seaside. And I mixed those two colors and that gave me the perfect transition color for me. You don't have to do this step, but that's just what I like. Next, using a shorter hair brush, I'm going to take Siren and I'm going to place the shadow in the corner of my eye. And then after I place it there, then that's when I start rubbing it in on the outer V section of my eye. Now I'm going to place it there because it's a darker color and that tends to have more fallout. So I want to build the color up. Now using the shade Riptide, which is a black, I'm going to do the exact same thing. But I'm going to take I'm barely going to place the shadow on my brush because these colors are very pigmented and I want to build up the black. I don't want to start off with too much. Now I'm just taking the same two transition shades that I used earlier and I'm going to blend out all of those shadows together. Then I'm going to take the shade Sunset and I'm going to place it in the inner corner of my eye. And yeah, I'm going to place it there and I'm going to place it on the areas that I want it. I'm just literally placing it there. I know I said place it a lot of times, but I'm placing it there so it's where I want it. And then what I'm doing now is I'm blending it with the black eyeshadow so it doesn't, so you can't see the separation in it, if that makes sense to you guys. Now I'm going to take some extra glitter. It's like the same glitter, but it's just a loose glitter and it's just a shade darker. And I'm going to place it towards the middle. Now I'm going to take this shade and I'm going to place it in my inner corners. Then I'm going to take these lashes. They're pure lashes. And I'm going to place them on my eye. And now I'm going with my Urban Decay De-Slicking Primer. And I'm just going to rub it all over my face. I love this primer, guys. It's like the perfect primer for my skin. Because you want a primer that's sticky. That way it can stick to your foundation, literally. Then I'm going to take my Urban Decay Prep and Priming Spray. I'm going to spray that all over my face. And I'm going to take my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I'm going to place it all over my face. I've grown to love this foundation and it's literally became my favorite foundation. And for you girls out there who have the same skin tone as me, this is in the shade 6C1 Rich Cocoa. It's like a perfect match for my skin color and literally it stays on all day. Like I don't get oily because you guys know I'm really oily. I don't get oily at all. It lasts all day and it gives me a flawless finish. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Now I'm going to mix these two shades together. It's deep and deep dark, I believe. The deep dark is to basically conceal, and then the lighter shade is to highlight. I mix them together so that way I conceal all my imperfections and I give myself the perfect highlight. Because you know your girl gotta be highlighted, okay? Do you hear me? And I just use my beauty blender to blend that all out. Now using the same damp beauty blender, I'm going to place the, what is this called? Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to also place it under where I would put my contour wrap, just so that I can get the perfect contour. Now I'm going to take from my Kat Von D contour palette, the darkest shade in the palette, and I'm just going to place it all over my cheeks, the bottom of my chin, my forehead. And I don't really contour my nose that detailed, I just place it on my nose. So then I'm going to use the Laura Mercier translucent powder in the shade medium deep, and where I would put that one powder that I always use, I'm using this because this is like a perfect powder for my skin color. It matches my skin color perfectly. So I just wanted to try something new because I knew that I don't know, I thought that this would work, and I tried it and it did work, and it came out great, and it made my face last long as well. So I'm happy about that. Now using the blush brush from my Boxy Charm, I'm just going to put the blush on from Morphe. I'm just going to mix all those shades together. Then I'm going to use, this is also from a previous Boxy Charm, my Ofra, and I think this is in the shade Rodeo Drive. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I know plenty of you guys have it. Now what I'm doing is using all of the shades that I use on my eye, on the bottom of my eye. So all of those transition shades in the dark brown I'm using with this pencil brush. Now this is the black shade. I'm using this with this definer brush, and then I'm going to take that pencil brush after I place the shadow there with the definer brush. I'm just going to smudge it out. Now I'm using my Buxom mascara, and I'm just going to place this on the bottom lashes and the top lashes. I'm sorry that I'm all the way on that side, but that's where my mirror is at, and you know your girl got to get all the way in there so I can make sure that my stuff comes out perfect. Now I'm going to use my Kylie Jenner, I was going to say translucent powder, my Kylie Jenner lip liner in the shade True Brown, and then I'm going to use her shade Dolce K, and then I'm going to place on top of that Coco K, I think it's called Damn Gina. Then I'm going to put my setting spray on, and then that'll be it for this look. No, I gotta kiss it, baby, give it to me, make it inside now. Luxury Beats.